What's up, guys? This is Ben P from GeekTyrant.com, sitting here with Dr. Venkman.
What's up?
Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit, give you a little video review of a documentary that we saw earlier today, Sundance 2011. We're coming at you from Park City, Utah right now. The documentary is called Beat, Rhymes, and Life, The Travels of a Tribe Called Quest. Dr. Venkman, what did you think about this film?
Well, first of all, A Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
It's a hip-hop band.
Yes.
Just in case our readers didn't know.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So
I was kind of unfamiliar. I'm not a big fan of them. I wasn't before seeing this.
yeah,
so.
I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew.
Sure.
You know, the documentary pretty much follows this band's existence from how it formed and where it went, and documents all of the problems and issues and everything that the band members had with each other and how they related with each other. And it was a great documentary, and I loved seeing documentaries that go into the behind the scenes of people's lives, especially because I grew up listening to this music. I haven't listened to it in years.
Yeah.
But it was cool to be reminded, like, oh my gosh, I used to listen to these guys. And now I'm all excited, like, start re-listening to their music again.
Yeah, bust out their discography.
Exactly. So it was really interesting to see, because you don't know what these guys go through. When you just listen to their music, you see them up on stage, and you just love what these guys do. But it's a totally different story, like the whole business end of it, the way these guys were friends. They all started as friends growing up together. And it just takes you through how this friendship just deteriorates as their band becomes more popular, and just egos start getting in the way. It's a very interesting look inside the lives of how these people live.
Yeah, it seems like, probably from that description, it might seem like it's kind of hitting the beats of like the standard story of a band and their, the whole thing with like the rise to power, but it's really not.
And it's not like a VH1 behind the scenes story. It's done a lot better than that.
Yeah.
But it still has those elements that is like, telling you stories and bringing these guys back and having them tell you their story.
Sure.
Separately, and just getting to know these guys that you never really got to know before. You knew their music, and that was it.
Yeah, and stylistically, this is awesome. Michael Rapaport, the actor, actually directed this film. The opening title sequence is really cool. There's all this animation and stuff that goes throughout the movie that's really sweet. There's like some original music also within the film, aside from the band's music, which I thought was really good. And just like Rapaport did a fantastic job of capturing the atmosphere of New York, like that.
Oh, he did.
Like a sense of place, like. And again, it kind of sounds cliche with a lot of shots of street signs and stuff, and like people walking around. But like, for some reason, it just really, really worked, and it fit in. And there's a lot of context provided for the rise of hip hop as an art as well.
Oh yeah, these guys changed the game.
Yeah.
They upped the ante when it came to hip hop and rap, and after these guys came in, it just blew up.
Yeah, and that was the cool part also, is they had a lot of interviews with Common and a lot of these other kind of modern hip-hop artists talking about A Tribe Called Quest and their influence on these individual people.
Yeah, and it goes on and talks about how some of these other artists would have never existed, would have never been inspired had they not been fans.
Yeah. And Q-Tip is one of the main guys in the band, and it talks about him like using samples of songs that other people wouldn't even think to use samples of, a lot of jazz music and stuff, and like that's what he was talking about.
How like his thing was to go into record stores and just buy all these records, and a lot of these records, like he pulled one out, says I bought this one because the cover just looked freaking cool. I was like, and that's why I bought it, the cover.
Yeah.
And he finds these just little segments, and then just loops them and turns it into something incredibly awesome.
Yeah, they were saying that like Kanye wouldn't be doing the stuff that he's doing today if not
And you can totally see the influence that they had on them.
Yeah, absolutely. I was a huge fan of this movie, so I guess, kind of concluding.
Yeah, I hope it, I'm sure it'll get picked up. I don't think it's going to hit like a mainstream theaters or anything like that. It'll probably go limited and then to DVD.
This seems like a Netflix instant
Exactly.
guarantee in a year or something like that. So absolutely check this out. Even if you're not a huge fan of hip hop, I think it's still entertaining from a historical perspective and from a stylistic perspective.
And maybe after they watch it, they will be fans of hip hop.
Yeah, that's true. Also,
You never know. Because
and there's also just like you were mentioning in the beginning, a lot of kind of inherent drama with these guys and the stuff that's going on behind the scenes too. So even if you're not like a huge fan of the music, there's still like interesting relationships and stuff like that going on.
I definitely recommend to check it out when it eventually makes its way.
Cool. All right. Well, stay tuned to GeekTyrant.com for our continued coverage of Sundance 2011, and we'll see you guys